All right, let's try this again. Podcast or not trying. It's your boy Law, aka Larry Bird, aka Jay Killer, Law the Trucker, back in the house with another Cummins talk coming at you from Fuck, Indiana. Let's try that again. Let me see if I can get if y'all can hear me. Say much better, huh? Well, not much better, but better, huh? Better, 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 better. What's up, Phil? What's up, Mbuso? What's good? What's good? What's good in the hood? We out here working. You know what I'm saying? I got an exciting subject, very important in the trucking industry. Take plenty of truckers out every day. Much better, Doc? All right, cool. Let's get into it. So, all right, we got 7 people in here. Let's get into it. Today's subject on Cummins Talk, as we go down the road, is about balancing sleep, getting a legit 8 to 10 hours of sleep, or say, well, what's a good amount of hours of sleep? How soon after going to sleep should you start your shift, and how many 10 hours then running straight to 11-hour drive shifts can you do? Doing a 10-hour rest, then jumping right into another 11, or should I say 14, depending on how long you sitting at the shippers or doing whatever you're doing, dropping hooks, whatever. How many hours is a good amount of hours of sleep? Sherelle say 6, Road Dog 8. Madam President, I see you. So we're looking at 6 to 8 hours, right? Let's say it's 6 to 8. Let's go with that. Let's go with 6 to 8. I think that's a good amount of time. But let me tell you something. Yesterday, I got my ass handed to me, bro. I could not complete 11-hour drive shift. I couldn't do it yesterday. Your boy was super tired. You see, I got a cash app. $5 for talking about balancing sleep today. Yes, sir, because this one kind of hit home for me because it affected me yesterday, man. I had to pull over. I did about 5 hours. Not far as like the total shift because I had to drive to the shipper, pick up the empty, and take it 3 hours up the road. And then, actually, I'm sorry, I take that back. I got sent off. So I ended up bobtailing 3 hours up the road. But altogether, bobtailing to the shipper who was, sending off the empty, that took me about somewhere around 4 hours, getting everything ready, getting my logs together, doing my pre-trip, and getting to the shipper to pick up the empty. Now, when I got there, of course, they didn't have it all together. It's a complete trash situation, and I didn't even book this load. I was called last minute, hey, can you go pick this up? We'd appreciate it. That type of old rigmarole. A favor for a favor. Scratch my back, I scratch yours. So I'll say, okay, I'll do it. I get there, and they don't even have any empty. I'm supposed to be taking the empty from Fort Wayne to Indianapolis, basically. They don't even have any empty at the shipper in Fort Wayne that I went to. What you say, Trevor? At YRC, we have 12 hours. It's lovely. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. You got a nice little 12-hour period. Some days you need 10 hours. That's a fact. Trevor says, yo, Law and Phil, I got a venue set for y'all's boxing match. It's happening Halloween night at Lucas Oil Stadium. Tickets go on sale next Friday. I can make it to Lucas Oil, Trevor. Only if I'm boxing you. Anyway, moving right along. So I get all the way to the shipper that's supposed to be moving the empty. Like I said, they called me last minute. Hey, could you do this for us? Okay, cool. I'm fresh off my rest break. I felt like that day because I was sleeping funny hours. I woke up around. I want to say I went to sleep around 11, 12 o'clock, 12ish. I got off at like 11:30. Went to sleep probably like 12:30. Went home. I was real sleepy. Um, real sleepy. So I went straight to bed. So I got up about, I don't know, 7ish, 6ish. Lisa came home about 5, 6 o'clock. So I got up. She made some like street tacos, Taco Tuesday. But I felt pretty rested, you know what I mean? I ate, got up, ate. Um, then I got the phone call like a couple hours later, maybe 2 hours later. Told them I wouldn't be able to get everything together till about 10 o'clock when my clock started back up. Hit the road. I get to the receiver about 2 o'clock in the morning. So like I said, everything took about 4 hours. So 10 p.m. to 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm at the receiver looking to pick up the empty. They don't have any empty. Okay? So I'm thinking in my head, what the hell y'all called me for? What did y'all call me for if y'all ain't had no empty? Because I don't get paid the full amount if they don't have an empty. Which is crazy because y'all called me to pick up this empty. I didn't book this or, this wasn't pre-booked. This was something y'all called and asked if it could be done. So I was doing a favor for a favor, Like I said, scratch my back, I scratch yours. Lucky for me, I was able to find something, leaving out of Fort Wayne, going to the same area for the most part, Indianapolis, northern Indianapolis, right before you get in the city, little place called Whitestown. So I was able to kind of, recoup from that. I basically did the same thing, but had to sit there for about an hour, iron everything out over the phone. I get to Whitestown, Indiana. Okay. Sorry if this story is dragging, but I want to give y'all the full details. Got to Whitestown, Indiana. I don't know. It had to be about like 5 o'clock, something like that. All I know is actually, yes, it was like 5 o'clock, 5:10, somewhere around there. 5 o'clock. Let's just call it 5 o'clock. Get there at 5 o'clock, drop the empty that I was able to, find in another location in Fort Wayne. Bob tail out, and all of a sudden I'm like, man, I can't make it no more. Now, mind you, the whole way to Fort Wayne, Indiana, like I say, it took me about 4 hours to, get the run around, do my pre-trip, do a whole bunch of crap, right? Took me about 4 hours to get to Fort Wayne, which is crazy. It's usually like 3 hours, but I was running around doing some other stuff. Plus, I had to go somewhere that took like a half an hour to get to just to get sent off there. Yesterday, I was getting sent off a lot. Like they were really messing everything up. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on as far as communication wise, but it just wasn't there yesterday. But like I say, I was able to recoup. So all I remember is when I dropped the empty in Whitestown, I had 5 hours and some change on my drive time, and a little over 2 hours more of that in shift time. So I get to Whitestown. Now, mind you, when I leave Fort Wayne, after it taking 4 hours to get to Fort Wayne and everything, which wasn't no problem. The ride there was pretty smooth. I watched the little TV. Everything was cool for the most part. I'm getting down the road, eating my sunflower seeds. As I leave Fort Wayne and I get on I-69, get on the expressway, I'm starting to notice that I'm getting super duper fatigued. So I'm like, wow, what is going on? I'm like really having a hard time. I got to get out of the truck. I had to get out of the truck, walk around the truck, do some jumping jacks. I mean, it was bad. Maybe it the time of night because I got there somewhere around 5 in the morning, so all of this traveling was done between the hours of, let's say, 3 o'clock and 5ish, because it was about a 2 hour trip, two and some change. So like two something, like 2:30ish type to 5 o'clock ish, somewhere, two and some change hours in between those hours, wee hours of the night, which I love because there's no traffic, no way stations, no police for the most part, no traffic, no accidents for the most part. It's usually a good time to travel. Now maybe it was the rain. Yesterday it was a slight drizzle, nothing crazy though. It wasn't like a thunderstorm, but either way, I'm drifting. I had to pull the truck over, get out, walk around the truck, do some jumping jacks, wake myself up, force myself to use the bathroom, that whole deal, right? So I get up, I get back in the truck, I get there, whatever the case may be. When I get to Whitestown, I'm like, you know what, it ain't safe. I'm not gonna drive all the way back to Fort Wayne because I had to grab something else, another empty from Fort Wayne. I find a little spot and I crash out. Now, with the way things work, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take a little 2 hour nap, then shoot back up to Fort Wayne. That's 2 hours, and then 2 hours back. I'm like, I'm gonna take a 2 hour nap. I set my alarm for 2 hours. That alarm goes off, bruh. I snoozed that joint. Like your boy I couldn't make it. I just wasn't feeling it yesterday. I don't know what it was. I don't know. I just, maybe I didn't get enough sleep when I was home. If I count the hours, I probably didn't. The nap that I took at home had to do with it, but whatever. I snoozed that joint. So now that I snoozed it, and I wake up and it's like 3 hours, which that's 3 hours into my shift. So that leaves me not that much time. So now I'm at this point where I done wasted 3 hours, pulled over, chilling in a sleeper berth. Do I want to eat the 3 hours and continue on with my shift, which at that time I had, at 3 hours, like I said, I pulled over, I had 5 hours in the drive, 7 and some change on the shift. So you do the math, 3 hours, that put the clock both, because once you go under the shift time, the shift and the drive really match each other. They the same clock for the most part. So that put me somewhere around like 4 hours and some change. So I had just enough time to get up there and get back. So now I'm bouncing out in my head. Do I want to just hurry up, run on the tight clock, and just get it done that night? 0:30. It's about, like I said, actually it ain't 0:30. It's about 8 in the morning, right? Sun just starting to peek out. Still kind of gloomy, or whatever the case may be. Let me see. What you say, Road Dog? 4 hours of sleep is not good unless you can take a nap. Yeah, facts. So I took my nap in Whitestown, like I said, 7 hours on the shift, 7 and some change on the shift, 5 hours on the drive. So being that I slept 3, that put me total period, because once you come under the shift hours, the shift and the drive match, that put me at 4 and some change, just enough time to get to Fort Wayne to get back. So now I'm making a decision, do I just eat it, run a tight clock, or do I just go ahead and run a 7-3 split and recoup all my hours back and put me back at 5 hours and 7 hours on the drive shift? Well, I did the 7 hours, bro. I rolled back over, bro. I couldn't take it. Like, I just was sleepy, man. I got up, I used the bathroom. After I used the bathroom, usually if I use the bathroom, that kind of lets me know how I feel. Like, oh, okay, I'm feeling good. Let's get up. Let's get at him. Get me a water out. You know what I'm saying? Put my wallet, put my keys and stuff, because I take everything out of my pockets before I sleep in the bunk, because I don't want my wallet and keys and all that type of crap poking me. Put my snapback on, glasses, get my headset. Get up, get loosened up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, wasn't no loosening up, bro. It just wasn't happening. I got up, I used the bathroom, and I just was like ready to crash back out. So I opted out for the 7 hour split. So that's what we had to talk about. How much time do we need? Is it 6 to 8 hours? Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm a straight gangster usually when it comes to driving. Like I could do a 4 hour nap and then turn around and bang out a 14 hour shift. That usually ain't no problem for me. But yesterday, I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is. But I am here to tell you, your boy was smart enough to know, like, listen, I ain't got it. I ain't got it today. Ain't no use to, ain't no amount of money, ain't no use in trying to fight through it, or there's no sense of urgency with the load, nothing, no job, no shipper, no receiver, no dispatcher. Like I say, no money, nothing. If you ain't got it, bro, hang it up. Go to sleep. And that's what I did. After the 7 hours, I'm up now. I think I started my shift today at about 12. Yeah, exactly around 12. 12:30. It's somewhere between 12 and 12:30. I want to let's just split the difference around 12:15. Because that's why, because 7 hours from the 5 o'clock in the morning when I got there on the 7 hour split. So I got in about 7 hours and I feel great now. I feel refreshed. I feel good. I'm running. Everything's good. I'm gonna go drop this empty off. But the message is, know your body, people. If you don't feel it, if you feel like, man, I'm dozing off, you're drifting, you're feeling tired, man, bro, don't let no dispatcher, don't let no amount of money, don't let no police, state trooper, nobody, nothing. Don't let nothing deter you from getting in a nice nap or getting in some rest, because it could save your life. The other day, a cat in Wisconsin, my cousin sent me some pictures. If I had the capability to share the screen, which I don't because I'm on my phone, I would show y'all the pictures from this accident. And the only thing I could think of is this cat was sleepy. He had to be, because it's in the middle of the day. He's driving down I-90, I want to say. It was either 90 or 94. He's driving down 90, coming back towards Chicago from Wisconsin, coming what is, I guess you would consider eastbound on the 90 or the 94. And in the middle, you know how in the middle, when you're on a 2-lane expressway and it turns into a bridge and there's that like drop off, this cat was literally like about 500 feet from taking that dip. Truck hanging over the bridge, off the expressway. I don't know how he got out of that joint. Man, I pray that he made it out safe. I don't know how they towed that thing off the expressway. Like, it was a lot of extenuating factors. And the only thing that I could think of, the reason why he would drive off the medium, off the left side of the lane, is one, to avoid an accident. Maybe somebody cut him off. Or he was sleepy. He was tired. He fell asleep. But I know one thing. That man was like 500 feet from some Final Destination shit happening to him. So, and after seeing stuff like that and hearing about stuff and hearing about accidents and seeing accidents, and I know it's just not worth it, man. Get some sleep. Get some sleep. Don't let, I don't care how much sleep you got before your shift. Let's say you did a total of 10 hours. Before your shift and you get sleepy on the road, do you think it's a good idea to power through it? Would you just power through it because you're like, you know what? I wasted so much time. I've been in the bunk this whole time, 10 whole hours or whatever the case may be. I got a nice long drive. I need to knock out this 700 miles. The load is about 1,000 miles, somewhere right around 1,000 miles. I need to knock out 7 of it today so I can, stay on schedule. Well, do you power through that, or do you mess up your schedule? Because I'm telling you, messing up your schedule ain't fun either. It messes with your money. It tears your whole week apart. But I am here to tell you, man, skip that money, bro, and skip your week. It's better than messing your whole life and tearing your whole life apart. Because I swear, yesterday, if I wouldn't have went to sleep for that little 7 hours, ain't no telling. Your boy probably would have ran into something or did something real stupid. Cause I was fading out, bro. I was fading out. And luckily I knew the area good because I was able to find somewhere real quick, hotel, close the curtains and jump in the bunk and get some good sleep, man. So I ain't here to really tell y'all how many hours is good hours of sleep because everybody's different. Some people operate off 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours. Some people need the whole 10 hours. Sometimes you're super tired and you need the whole 10 hours. And Buso, exactly. Safety is number one. Road dog, hell no. You got to plan better. Glad you had the self-awareness. Facts. So, yeah, you definitely got to plan better, but I don't know what happened. I think I didn't get enough sleep and I didn't plan better. Like I said, I was doing a favor and picking up a load that I didn't plan on doing. I got a phone call right before my 10 hours was up asking if I could do that. It was like maybe 2 or 3 hours from my 10 hours being up. And man, I definitely didn't. I didn't plan it good. I didn't. It wasn't a good idea. I saw the money and thought it would be a good idea, and it wasn't. It just wasn't. It did not work out. But knowing me, you know, being the professional driver that I am, when I knew I didn't have it no more, hey man, threw my hands up, threw in the towel, pulled over, went to sleep. Facts. And after I got done with that 7 hours, like I told you, I get up, put my wallet in my pocket, put my keys in my pocket, which is my spare for the truck, just in case I lock my keys in or something stupid. Put my snapback on, put my glasses on, put my headset on, give me some water, swish it around or whatever the case may be, and then boom, I'm up. Now usually I don't wash my face like if I'm staying out, which yesterday wasn't a plan to stay out, you know what I mean, overnight. But if I plan on staying out, I get up the road first, maybe tie in, get something to eat or something like that with brushing my teeth and washing my face. I get straight up. I don't brush my teeth, none of that right when I get up. I don't. I go straight to it. I get straight to getting in some miles, getting my bearings, getting the planning and everything out of the way. Then when I got all that done and I'm up the road a little bit and I figure out what I want to eat or where I want to stop or what stops I need to make, then I get out and take care of hygiene and all that type of stuff during the day. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I didn't have it, man. Yesterday I didn't have it. And that just comes from being a decent enough driver. I ain't gonna say a good driver or toot my own horn, but a decent enough driver to know my body and know I didn't have it. And like I say, that routine that I was talking about, when I got up today after that 7 hours, boom, I was ready to go. I actually got up an hour early. Made a few phone calls. I was ready to go right then and there. But I had to wait an hour for the clock and everything, for the split, for the 7 hour split to kick in. Boom, saw them dials refill themselves. Got my 5 hours back, got my 7 hours shift back. I'm ready to go. And today I'm feeling good. It's daytime, it's hot out, sun's out, buns out, guns out. You know, feeling good, man. So, bro, no, I don't drink coffee. My replacement is sunflower seeds most of the time. And that's a good point in Boost. So glad I had the self-awareness. Yes, that's what it takes, people. You gotta be aware of your body. You gotta be aware of everything in this truck and feel your truck, your road conditions, weather conditions. You gotta keep your awareness up. Traffic conditions, you know. These drivers are idiots. You know, especially during like rush hour times. Like right now I'm in the middle of the day driving through Indianapolis area, and you know, it's people everywhere. They just out. They're not professional drivers. They don't know what they're doing. They idiots for the most part. Most regular drivers are idiots. They don't think about nobody but themselves. They're out here cutting you off and doing weird stuff. You gotta be diligent about keeping your eyes on the road, which, you know, I break occasionally when I'm reading these comments. And I don't, you know, I wouldn't suggest people do it, but hey, we here. I do it. You know what I'm saying? And I do it sometimes when I'm messing with my phone, or I gotta play with Google Maps or play with the GPS or check something out with the load or something, get some information off my phone. We all do it when we up and down the road. The dispatcher might ask you a question, and you don't know what trailer if you can't see the trailer numbers behind you through your rearview mirror, then you got to get up, get in the, pick the phone up, get in the app, or get in your paperwork, or fumble through some paperwork and find a trailer number and relay that information so that when you get there, there's no confusion, or should I say less confusion, if no confusion at all, when you get to the ship or receiver and you're able to bada boom, bada bing. Hopefully the dispatcher has done their job and ironed out any problems or issues or whatever the case may be. So you know how that go. But yeah, man, it's all about being aware though. Like when it comes to sleep, like I said, I know people, and I'm one of them people that could sleep like 3-4 hours, get them a little cat nap, and then bang out a 14-hour shift, no problem. Sitting at shippers, doing all type of weird stuff, fueling up, driving through weather, and and it's the same thing with weather. If you feel like you skidding and sliding off the road or don't feel safe about the road conditions, you should use that awareness to find a safe place to park, a nice safe haven, pull over, and chill till the weather's over with. It's not worth it, man. It's not worth sliding off the road and killing yourself, or sliding off the road, having an accident, and putting yourself months out of contentions of getting paid. Because if the wheels ain't rolling, you ain't earning. You know what I'm saying? The fuel ain't burning, you ain't earning. That sounds better. The fuel ain't burning, you ain't earning. You ain't getting up the road and you ain't getting no pay. So it's all about knowing, being aware of, what your body can do and what it can't do. And if you can't do it, pull over, go to sleep. And that's just a lesson that I want to talk about today, a little, thing I want to drop on y'all. Do you drink coffee? I usually operate off of 4 or 5. Yeah, exactly. Me too, Willis. They come flying in across the road from the left lane to make the exit. Exactly. You gotta be aware of that. People flying in, switching 3 and 4 lanes just to get off at their exit because they don't want to miss an exit. Man, sometimes you gotta miss that exit. Would you rather miss the exit and have to reroute yourself 10, 15 minutes, at the most 30 minutes, go out your way, or die, or wreck your car and go through that whole rigmarole? And it take you hours to get all that done before you can go back to work, or take you months to get the car back, or whatever the case may be, whatever the time consumption ends up being, it's not worth it, bro. It's just not worth it. Also, finding a safe place to sleep. Like if you're tired and you need that rest, find somewhere nice and quiet, somewhere that you can get uninterrupted sleep, because the next day you're going to have to hump because you done messed your schedule up. So now you playing catch up for the rest of the week. So you're going to need all the rest you can get. And also, how many of y'all out there actually alternate sleep shifts? Because if you're doing 11-hour drive shifts, with minimal time at shippers and receivers, basically doing a lot of drop and pop work where you're not really spending that much time at the shippers and receivers. Even if you're rolling that time at the shippers and receivers over into your rest break, and you moving 10 hours at a time, every time that 10 hours reset, you getting back in the truck and banging out as many hours as you can to drive. The time that you started your shift on Monday is not going to be the time that you start your shift Thursday and Friday, because that 10 hours is going to make the clock turn back. Your clock is going to turn back further and further and further. So if you start off getting up at 5, 6 in the morning on a Monday, leaving out and banging out a 11-hour drive shift, boom, that's 6 o'clock. So you're going to sleep at 5 o'clock. You do 10 hours, that's 3 o'clock. Now you're starting your shift at 3 o'clock. You do that again, boom, boom, bang out a quick 11 hours or whatever the case may be, because you're doing drop and pops and you moving. That 11 hours turn into where we at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You do 10 hours in the sleeper again, because you just moving. You do 10 hours in the sleeper again. Now you starting your shift at 12 a.m. You get what I'm saying? You slowly going back, and your sleep steady adjusting. So you got to be careful with that, because if you start off the beginning of the week and you working hard, and you started off, waking up at 6 and this, that, and the third, by the end of the week, you're going to be starting your shift sometime at like 10 at night, 8 at night, because that time keeps shifting. Or things hold you up as shippers, receivers, and throw your schedule off. So you got to be careful of that. And we're not even going to get into the 7-3 split math and how that throws your time clock all the way off. But, it's all good. But that's what I want to get into, man. Just telling y'all, no matter what your sleep pattern is, no matter what your sleep shift is, no matter what time you get up, what you're doing, no matter what, if you feel your body clocking out, pull over, go to sleep. When you get up, if you feel good, get back on the road. And your hours is ready, and you good as far as DOT, as far as your clock, go ahead, knock it out. Get back on the road. If you wake up and you still feeling like you don't have any energy, roll your ass back over, go right back to sleep until you feel good. Get you something to eat, get you some coffee in you, some chips, whatever you got to do. A sandwich, I don't know. Some breakfast, I don't care. But make sure you got the energy. When you get up, you should feel vibrant. You should feel like, oh, hell yeah, let's get it in. You should be ready to turn on your favorite ESPN show or your favorite morning show or your favorite CD, your favorite album. Throwing that King Disease too. Listen to Nas, drop some of them gems. First thing in the morning, you know what I'm saying? Get you some nice bars in. Watch some funny stuff on YouTube, or should I say listen to some funny stuff on YouTube. I don't know. Tune in to podcasts of That's Right. You know what I'm saying? Catch some of them replays. But whatever you do, make sure you feel good and you ready to go. And these state troopers is out here today, boy. They are out here. It is hot as a Jamaican butt crack, boy, today. And that's facts. It is jerk chicken hot out this month. Let me read some of these comments. Hold on. Let me get around this bend. Make sure I'm out of the way of the state troopers. I don't want them looking at me funny. Traffic's good. Boom, 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 boom. Sherelle said facts. Carbon, why you ain't been on the TV show? You keep it real, bro. For real. It just ain't been matching up far as me with the TV or whatever the case may be. And TV ain't really been doing some stuff that I ain't really been catching them do lives or whatever the case may be. But, I start my day at 5 a.m. most days and still get 3,200, 3,400 miles a week, give or take. Exactly. And how does that adjust for you, Road Dog? You starting your day out at 5 a.m., you doing that every day, and you got a set schedule where you, most of the time, getting it in at 5 a.m. and then, resetting your clock. Because it's doable. Don't get me wrong. I did it. I used to do it every day. Get up at 5 in the morning. Wake up at 5 a.m. every day. I used to. Favorite podcast, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Or you just laughing at me. Yeah. This your favorite podcast. If this ain't your favorite podcast, I don't know what is, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here podcasting to die trying. I literally almost died trying out here with this truck and shit. Let me see. Laugh out loud, I drive in silence most of the day. That's interesting. I can't do that. I have my times where I just sit back and I think about certain shit and I don't have nothing going. But for the most part, I got ESPN on. At least out of 11-hour drive shift, I got ESPN on probably like 4 or 5 hours. And then I got YouTube on like maybe 3 to 4 hours, and then that gives me about somewhere around 8 or 9 hours. The last two, I might be in silence or talking on the phone. That's usually how a day goes for me. Broadcast, boom, 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 boom. They checking breaks out there too. Yeah, they need to cut it out, Doc. They out here trying to catch somebody, Phil. I once heard you say, woo, woo. Let's see, heading out of the Northwest when I lost signal. 100% dropping hook. On Road Dog, you got it made. 100% dropping hook. Just Phil TV, yeah. My training as a rookie. They silence a habit for me. Yeah, facts. Because when I trained, I didn't have none of these giddy gadgets. I had some headphones. I listened to music, to tell you the truth, the whole time I was training. I can't even tell you how many times I listened to Pimp a Butterfly. I'm talking about training for a couple months, riding BC for Prime. I listened to Pimp a Butterfly, and what was that J. Cole joint? I can't think of the name of that J. Cole album. Oh man, I can't think of it. Damn, that's killing me right now. I'm tripping right now. But anyway, it was a J. Cole album that I listened to too. About 100 times, bro. Pimp a Butterfly, 100 times. I would play Pimp a Butterfly all the way through and then start it from the top and run that joint back. Like I got through listening to music for the most part. My YouTube wouldn't even work half the time because the internet sucked in Arizona at the beginning of my training. We was doing a lot of I-40 back and forth from all the way in California to up to South Dakota, back over to New York, working our way back east to Massachusetts and all of that stuff. And yeah, my internet sucked in a lot of them places on 40 in Oklahoma and New Mexico. Oh my God, New Mexico is worse. New Mexico is so trash, bro. But yeah, that Forest Hill Drive, bro. The other one after that, I think it was right after that. The one with motivate, get money. The one how that joint go? Fell in love through photographs. I can't think of the rest of the words. I don't even know her name. Fell in love. Anyway, KOD. Thank you, Mbuso. KOD. Man, I listened to KOD like 5,000 times, G. Like 5,000 times. Like 5,000 times. I listened to 36 Chambers and the Wu-Tang Double Disc joint. What was that joint called? Yo, that joint got a lot of fans too, man. 6,000 sign-on bonus. Man, you advertising, ain't you? 500 a month for 24 months. That's what's up, man. Yo, if y'all want some more information, holler at Road Dog about that job or whatever. 65 cents. 65 cents ain't bad starting off. Facts. I started off at like 40-something cents, bro. Like 47, I think. So that's decent. 65 cents. That's decent, but you know, it's all sounding decent now compared to what I came in at because, you know, and this guy came in 20-something, 33 or whatever. I used to, how did you? I never check one time like $300-400. So, but yeah, that's all I want to get into today, people. Know your body, your sleep schedule, whatever you're doing, whether you got a terrible sleep schedule, you're not managing your clock right, or if you are on top of your clock and you're good at working your clock and you're doing 10 hours in a row, because I'm in bum crack Indiana. So it's been fun. Podcaster.trying. Hit me up, subscribe, leave a comment, hit the like button, hit the thumbs up. What else? I'm out here working really hard, so if you got any questions or anything you want to ask me, as far as anything, anything, I don't care. Subject you want to hear on the podcast, you can leave them in the comments, or you can email me at podcaster.trying@gmail.com, or you can hit me on Instagram, Larry Bird 33 Bands, or on Instagram at podcaster.trying. All of the above. Hit me up. You already know what to do to show support. You see the Cash App in the bottom, or whatever the case may be. All support is appreciated. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all for listening, and I hope that I'm giving y'all content to help y'all get up and down the road. But if listening to this podcast helps keep you awake, that's the idea. Because yesterday I didn't have nobody. I was up 2, 3 to 5 in the morning. Ain't nobody podcasting around that time, bro. I started to just to stay awake. But I'm like, nah, I ain't going to do that because ain't nobody up. It might be a few overnight drivers that's probably up grinding. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's what we at, though, with it. Podcaster.trying. It is what it is. If you sleepy, take your ass to sleep, bro. Don't kill yourself and a whole bunch of others trying to satisfy your dispatchers of your company or being greedy, getting to the bag, chasing that money, and kill your damn self. Other than that, I love y'all. Like I said, y'all know how to contact me, podcaster.trying@gmail, podcaster.trying on Instagram, Larry Bird 33 Vans on Instagram. You know, hit me up. Let me know if y'all want to hear certain different content, or y'all want me to cover something else or talk about something else. More of the intermodal stuff. I'm gonna break some stuff down and take some notes and do a show about intermodal work if y'all want to hear. And if y'all want to just ask me questions about trucking or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up. Whatever. It's been fun. Peace. Holla at your boy.